Folks, welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. Today, what I have here is a Battlbox box. This is their December 2020 box. They recently contacted me, asked if I would like to show this off, and I agreed. Now, the reason why I did this is very simple. In the past, I've taken a look at their boxes. I was very blunt about my thoughts about it, and it's been a long time since they've been willing to share one of these boxes with me so I could share it with you all. So when they offered, I agreed. Today is going to be no different than any of my other videos or reviews. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you my thoughts. I should mention this, folks. Not only am I sharing my thoughts, my feelings about this box, but I want to hear from you all. In the comment section down below, when I get done, I would like for you all to share your thoughts about Battlbox, the contents of this box, and the value. So here we go, everyone. I have opened this box up, but I haven't gone through the contents. I made some notes here about the company, the pricing, and whatnot. So on top, Battlbox Mission number 70. With this company, there are multiple tiers. There's a basic box edition. There's an advanced box, a pro box, and also a pro plus box. I will go into more details about each of those in just a little bit. Let's just go ahead and take a look at what's inside of the box. This is the very first item. Lord & Field Outfitters. What we have here is a wax canvas kit. This is a bushcraft grill set, and it looks like there's multiple components to it. All in all, this is a pretty nice system right here. The quality seems to be very good. I like the wax canvas. I personally haven't heard of this company before, Lord & Field. What about you all? Also, I apologize for the wind noise. It is rather breezy today. It feels good, so it's good for me, bad for you. Sorry about that. Okay, next up we have a survival manual. This is Outdoor Life. The Emergency Survival Manual, 294 life-saving skills. So let's look at the table of contents to see here. Get it right mindset, practice your awareness, color your perceptions, sharpen your senses, shake your tail, tool up with tape, be a duct tape doctor, keep paracord handy, get a headlight, ward off water, handle guns safely, carry responsibly, control bleeding. Looks like there's quite a bit to this book. Moving on to a smaller item, what we have here is a Gear Aid knife. Gear Aid makes excellent products. And as far as this knife goes, I am not familiar with it myself. But it's a nice little knife called the Bury. Fairly sharp, not razor sharp by any means, but sharp enough. Orange in color, drop point knife, full tang, glass breaker, bottle opener, serrated edge, and webbing mounts. So moving on here, we have some cam jams. These are cord tighteners, and you get 4 of these. This company makes excellent products. While I've never used these, I'm sure you could find many uses for them. As long, of course, as you don't mind the weight. Okay, here we have a lost and found decal. Durable lifetime guarantee. So basically, it's a QR code that you can put on something that belongs to you. And that way, if someone finds it, they can click that code and trace it back to you. So it's ideal for fishing, camping, so on and so forth. So it says scan the code, create an account, protect your gear, get notified if something is lost and then found. Now let's move on to the biggest item inside of this box. It says built, bold, durable, waterproof, protective case. Kong case. I wonder if that's like a Pelican case sort of thing. And yes, that is exactly what it is. So this is the Kong case. Looks like we have buckles on the sides, handle in the front. It has 2 foam inserts, one at the top, one for the body. You can easily cut this out, say if you want to put a camera inside of this. Whatever it is that you want to protect, you can cut out the shape and then put it in there. I use cases like this all the time with my camera equipment. Thing is, oftentimes, these things can be very, very expensive. Or I should say this, that is the case with the Pelican cases. They are very pricey. I am not familiar with Kong case, but just feeling this thing, looking at it, the quality is very good. This is a substantial protective case. The next thing we have here is a cordage micro tool. A cordage micro tool. I'm not entirely sure what this is. Okay, so it says here, what do you do if you need cordage but you have none? Look for a plastic bottle. The Cordage Maker Micro Tool can take a 2-liter water bottle that washes up in a creek or on a riverbank, and you can process it down to making cordage. Cordage for fishing, snares, jug lines, campsite needs. Interesting. I've never seen this before, but this is something that I may have to review in the future. What about you all? Are you familiar with something like this? It's interesting to me that this has come disassembled and you're meant to screw it all together. It looks like there's only one way for this thing to go together, so the question is, why did it not come put together? All right, everyone, this is the last item. This is a Fox Edge knife. Fox Americas LLC. I have heard of the company Fox Knives before. They're from Italy, I believe. So let's see what we are getting here. So you have a knife and sheath. The knife is very sharp. That is razor sharp. Fox Edge. It states here that this is the Fox Edge Done Deal knife. G10 handles. It features a modified spear point with false edge. Kydex sheath is included, and all in all, it does feel pretty good in the hands. It does. It's not a large knife by any means, but I like the looks of it, and I like the blade. Now that we've taken a look at this, I am going to set this up into the different tiers so you can see what you get with each tier, and we'll go over the pricing and whatnot. Then I will share with you all my thoughts, my feelings on this box, and also this service. All right, everyone, I have this set up into tiers. The first tier is the basic tier. This is $30. You get the Cordage Maker, the cam jams, the knife, and the survival guide. For $60, you add the case and also the QR code lost and found product tag. That is the advanced box. If you go up to the Pro box, that is $110, and you receive the Lord and Field Outfitters Bushcraft Grill. The highest tier is the Pro Plus box, $160, and that includes the knife and everything else. So there you have it, everyone. This is a good example of what you would receive with a Battlebox subscription. You have each of the tiers. The question is, which one would work best for you? Or maybe none of them work best for you. Jumping to my review. This is something that I've said before when it comes to subscription services. You really have to think about how much use you're going to get out of the products that are included in each of these tiers, in each of these boxes, with each of these services. For an example, with this tier here, you're paying $160. Are you going to get $160 worth of use from that purchase? Are you going to use each of the components? That's how you break it down. That's how you figure out if it's going to be worthwhile to you. For an example, do you have a use for the waterproof case? Do you have a use for the cam jams? What about the Cordage Maker? What about the survival book? With each box that you receive, there are going to be items and products that you may not use. You have to think about that. You have to consider that because you're buying that product nonetheless, even if you don't need it. And that, my friends, is the biggest con when it comes to a monthly subscription service. For the most part, these are name brands that you would recognize. The quality seems to be very good. I did look up this knife and I could not find this being offered anywhere but with this subscription service. So this is a product that could have been made specifically for Battlebox. What do you all think about this box? What do you all think about each of the levels? What do you all think about the pricing? What do you all think about the products that are included? For myself, again, I've been very vocal about subscription boxes in the past, and my thoughts are still the same. The biggest con to something like this is that you are buying products that you may not need. Are these products that you would typically go out and buy on your own? For this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review, that wraps it up, everyone. Make sure to comment down below, share your thoughts. What do you all think about Battlebox as a whole? What do you all think about monthly subscription services? What do you all think about each of the components and the pricing? Do you feel like it's worth subscribing to? Share your thoughts. There is no wrong answer. Everyone's different. You may love Battlebox, you may hate it. It doesn't matter to me. Comment down below. That's what this channel is all about, being agenda free and also being accepting of other people's opinions. So if you like it, great. If you dislike it, great. That is strength and honor. Everyone, take care, be well. A big thank you goes out to Battlebox for making this episode possible. It takes a lot of guts to have one of their products showcased here on the channel. I do appreciate it, and so does the community. Everyone, take care, strength and honor, be safe out there.